Yeah. Okay. I will lie. You're live.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to today's edition of Newspaper Review on Abuja City Journal. With me to analyze our newspapers today is Mr. Patrick Idowu. Mr. Patrick,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Ajia Fatima.
You're
It's
welcome.
good to be here again.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
My name is Fatima Balakau, and today we'll be reviewing 4 newspapers, which are the Daily Times, Vanguard, This Day, and Daily Sun. Now, Mr. Patrick, we are going to start with Daily Sun, and the major headline here says Wike, Autumn, Ikpeazu, Makinde, Ugwanyi will work for Atiku. Now, the People's Democratic Party has come out to say that the G5 governors, as they are popularly called, will work for Atiku's presidency. Now, this is contrary to what we have been seeing from these governors, seeing that there have been some sort of anti-party activities from them. Now, what can you say about this?
I
headline?
think it's normal for yesterday the People's Democratic Party, the spokesperson for the PDP came out to debunk what the governors had earlier said, contrary to the submission of the governors that the PDP, the G5 governors, so to say, will work for the party. I think it's normal for them to douse the tension because
Now, the PDP chairman also said they
Yes.
are not their enemies.
Yes. I think they are beginning to see that there is a need for them to douse the tension because if they continue along that path, they are not going to make any headway. So it's normal for them to come out and denounce that the previous day before yesterday they were in Makurdi where they make some where governor
Autumn.
of Benue State
Governor Autumn.
was saying some of the, as in what he was saying in Makurdi was not palatable at all. So it's better, it's okay for PDP to not come out and denounce those submissions. But beyond that, beyond those talk, I think if care is not taken, if they continue along this path, they are not going to make any serious impact in 2023 general election because beyond mere talk, there is a need for them to sit down and look at the issues because there are issues for them to iron out. There is no doubt you cannot deceive Nigerians because we all know that some PDP governors, they are not in town with the presidential candidate of the party. So for them, there is a need for them to sit down to look at the issues. What are the issues? There is nothing that cannot be solved.
Now, one of the issues that Governor Wike has is he has demanded for the resignation of the PDP chairman. And from all indication, the PDP chairman is not
Ready.
willing to resign, and Atiku is not willing to let
him
the
go.
chairman resign. Yes.
Yes, that's where I was driving to. I think there is a need for them to sit down and look at this issue holistically because they cannot continue like this because the election is just few months away. The election will be coming on February next year. So if at this stage they are still at loggerheads with each other, as in the campaign has kickstart. They've even altered the campaign, as in they are not campaigning. They started their campaign 2 weeks ago. Now they are not even campaigning again
Because of the
internal wrangling in the party. So there is a need for them to sit down, analyze the issue, and ask questions. Do they want the PDP to emerge victorious at the next year poll, or they just they are ready? If they are not ready, they should just. There is no need because there is a need for them to sit down and ask themselves questions. Do we really need our party? Do we want our party to emerge victorious at the next year poll? Because if they continue along this line, like I always said, they are not going to make any impact in 2023 poll. It's obvious. It's because the crisis in the parties keep deepening every day. It's as if they are so some of them are just they are not ready to as in to come back to the table and as in and sort out the problem. Because when you look at the statement coming out from the G5 governors, how on earth will Governor Otom said to hell with Atiku on Tuesday on national TV, because it's how on earth will a party man, how on earth will Governor Wike said that it will be difficult for PDP to win 2023 poll. Why will a party man say something like that if there is nothing as in? So there is a need for them to sit down and as in let them just sit down and look at what are the issues. There is nothing too big for them, as in for both parties to sacrifice if truly they want the party to emerge victorious. As in there is a need for them to sacrifice, there is a need for them to analyze the issue and resolve it amicably so that the party can move on. If truly they want the party to emerge victorious in the next year poll, there is a need for them to sort those issues out, as to iron the differences out now and move on. Because it's getting boring, honestly. It's getting boring because Nigerians now, they are not even talking about what they want to do for Nigerians. They are not talking about the program. They are not marketing their candidate. They are not marketing their party. All what we are hearing is wrangling from one UK will talk today, the wiki can will talk something today, the article will reply, the Aju will say another thing. Nigeria are not Nigeria are not even hearing the issue. We are not even hearing what we wanted to hear from them. As what are you offering us? What their program? They are not even telling us their program. All what we are hearing every day is personal. It's all about their interest. So we are tired of this. Nigeria are tired. Nigeria wants to what are the PD, what are they offering Nigerians? We want to hear what they will be offering. Not all this internal wrangling, all this fist cuff every day. We want to hear anything from them. So they should just resolve their differences and move on, please.
Now the G5 governors of the PDP are set to meet with Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi today. Now, what do you think will be the outcome of that meeting? Why would the G5 governors want to meet with Governor Bala Mohammed?
You know, this is a political period. You know, the G5 governors, you must also give it to them. I think they are always in the news every day. They want to be in the news.
It seems they are enjoying the spotlight.
And they are enjoying the spotlight, so they want to be in the news. You know, politics is all about media being on the pages of newspaper every day, just be talking. So if they are meeting Bala Mohammed, maybe it's part of maybe they are seeing the need, because to build, as in for them to reach a consensus and build as in a building process, as a peace building process in the party. Maybe they want to reach compromise, because even the G5 governors, they need PDP. They don't have another platform. In their respective states, we have a governor that will be contesting for second term among the G5 governor. The governor of Oyo State, he will be contesting under the platform of PDP. He will be contesting under the platform of PDP in Oyo State. In that state, he has a House of Assembly candidate, House of Rep candidate. They have a senatorial candidate under the PDP. So are you now going to campaign against your party at the presidential, work against your party at the presidential election, and work and be saying, okay, vote for my party at the state election and about? So it doesn't. They need the PDP platform. If you demarcate your party at national at presidential election, are you now going to okay, we are not good at federal, okay, we are good at the state election? It sounds contradictory. So they need the party. There is a need for them to sit. That's why I said they should sit down and analyze this issue and iron out their differences, because they cannot continue along this path. So if they are meeting Governor of Bauchi State Bala Mohammed, maybe it's part of the peace building process. Maybe they want to reconcile, because there is a need for them to reconcile.
They want to reconcile, or do you think they might be trying to
woo?
Get? Yes.
I don't think they can woo Governor Bala Mohammed, because Governor Bala Mohammed
is also facing re-election.
Yes, he's facing his re-election, and they cannot. Governor Bala Mohammed, immediately after, if you recall, Governor Bala Mohammed contested for PDP presidential primary. He contested the primary. He later withdrew for Atiku. So I don't think he has shown to be a loyal party man from the one, that he is loyal to Atiku. So I don't see them winning him. All I see is all what they can achieve is jokes for them to reconcile to reconcile and move on and support and unite behind their presidential candidate. Because if they did not unite if they did not unite behind former vice president Atiku, their presidential candidate, they are going to lose the election. And if they lose the election, the aim of every politician, as in is the bigger prize, as in and the bigger prize this time is the presidential election.
Don't you think, from the statements that the governor of Benue made on Tuesday, or was it
on Monday,
don't you think from that statement he made, it looks like there's no reconciliation
there
on the table
back.
Yes.
See, there is nothing. See, politics is as in there is nothing that cannot be ironed out. Even if he make that reconciliation, even if he make that the statement, that though the statement to me was he shouldn't have uttered that statement. It was a vulgar language, as in that language I don't on national TV. So but beyond that there is nothing that cannot be resolved. I believe there is nothing that cannot be resolved. Like all of them are member of this party, they are member of PDP, and if truly they want the party to emerge victorious at next April, there is nothing too difficult to resolve. They can resolve these differences and move on, because the interest of the party should be paramount to them, not their personal interest this time. It is the interest of the party. They should look at the bigger picture, what is coming. If they are not looking at the bigger picture, nobody want to be maybe they are enjoying the opposition though, because no politician want to be in the opposition. Every politician want to be in the ruling party. As in, there is not what will you gain if your party lose election? If provincial, the PDP lose this election next year, that means they will be for 12 years. As in, now they are completing 8 years now. If they lose again, that means they are going to wait for another 4 years. No politician want to be in opposing party. All politicians want to be in the ruling party. So there is a need for them to put their house in order and work for the party. And don't forget, the more they concentrate on their internal wrangling, the more they are dragging themselves back. Because see, the more they are losing the momentum. Because you will not focus.
And can we say this has dampened the confidence of PDP supporters? Sure.
You cannot take that away, because if every day what is coming out, the signal coming out from the leaders of your party are those, as in, is not encouraging, you the supporter, you feel, as in, your spirit, the momentum will not be there. So that's why I said there is a need for them, as in, to come together and unite behind their presidential candidate and resolve the crisis amicably, so that they can move on to the next chapter.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick.
You're welcome.
On the Daily Times, the major headline here says, "Court convicts EFCC chairman for contempt." Now, we all saw the news where the chairman of the anti-graft agency EFCC has been sent to Kuje prison by the court. Now, what does this?
Yeah, I saw the news yesterday.
Yeah.
I just laughed, because they really convicted. He was convicted on the pages of newspaper. Are we really sure?
No, it is said that the EFCC has appealed the court verdict during his arrest.
That means that means they appealed the judgment. So he won't be at Kuje prison. I think it's just a normal media thing. But beyond that, I think there is.
Are we saying the media misrepresented what happened?
No. The media did not misrepresent. The court, the judge actually convicted him for contempt. But the EFCC said they appeal. They will appeal. That means there will be a stay of execution kind of. So it's not necessarily mean that he is going to go to jail. But beyond that, I think there is nothing. That is why will an agency like EFCC that's supposed to be, as in, a respect, that's supposed to respect court order. Why would why would they be guilty of contempt, for God's sake? Why wouldn't they respect the court of law? Because we always look towards court as the last, as in the last hope. Why would you that you are a beneficiary, you are in charge? So why would is it? So I think it's a shameful thing. It's a shameful thing that shouldn't repeat itself again. If EFCC as a body did not respect the court, so what will an ordinary person as in do? What will other agency do? In the first place, I don't know. But one thing that came out yesterday from that news was that in Nigeria, it's as if anything goes, anything's happen. When as in some people, as in it's as if we are not the laws, as in there are laws for big men. There's some law that there are law for big men, there are law for ordinary Nigerians. So I don't know. It's unfortunate.
Now he was convicted due to refusal to obey the court order that was given on the 21st.
That was what
November.
That was what I was saying in the first place.
Yes.
Why will an EFCC chairman? Why will he even refuse? Why wouldn't he obey a court order? If it doesn't sound well, you are the one that you are the one in charge. You are a law officer, for God's sake. You are an agency that is supposed to implement. Why will you now refuse a court
this
order?
This order was given on the 21st of November 2018. This is almost 4 years.
4 years ago. Even let's even assume that that order was given when I think people, we are beginning to misrepresent what happened. The order was not even. It's not about personal. It's not about person. It's not a personal thing. It's not a personal issue between.
But EFCC
as a body now, as an organization, that is what happened yesterday. But the media seem to be, we like all these media things, catching crews. So the media seem to be fixated. We just want to see the headlines. But what really happened was that EFCC as a body did not comply with court order. Not the chairman himself. That's what I said, that if EFCC did not comply with court order that was given in year 2018, almost 4 years, it's a sad commentary. It shouldn't happen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Now we're heading to insecurity. Now it says, recall ex-servicemen, now retired military officers, tell federal government. Now the chief of army staff has requested that civilian and human intelligence gathering will help with this fight against insecurity. Now what can you make of that?
Yes, the page on the that I think that story was on the front page of Vanguard, that the retired servicemen should be recalled back to help fight insecurity. It depends on the perspective that you are looking at it from. I think there is nothing wrong in recalling most of the ex-servicemen if they are still active, if they are still vibrant, if they can offer, if they can offer advice, they can offer intelligence advice. There is nothing wrong in recalling them, but it remains to be seen. Maybe the federal government will accede to that call. But for me, I don't think anything bad in recalling those who are still vibrant among them, because at this stage it is obvious that we need more hands to fight the insecurity. So if there is a need for them, as into, they can still offer, even if they are not, if it might not be necessary that they will put them on the front line. They will be in the front line, they will be in Sambisa, but they can still offer advice on this is what to do, this is where to go. These guys, most of them, they are veterans. They've been there before, so they can offer advice. They can offer advice that this is what to do, this is what to do, and so that they can. It's about giving opinion so that we can navigate our way out of this current insecurity, if there is a need for them, if there is a need for them to bring, it might not be all of them, but those who are still vibrant, those who still have something to offer, they can bring them up and let them help us in navigate, as in helping tackling this insecurity. I think it is something that we should look I think we should look forward to, as in let us look at it, and if there is a need to bring most of them, those who are still vibrant, those who still have something to offer, and let them bring them on board, so that they can help us. I don't think anything is wrong
Now,
with that.
security experts have said that the Nigerian military is stretched thin.
Yeah. I think when you look at the you see, our military seem to be, as in they ought to be our last, as in our but now it's as if even when you pass through the road now, you see military officer position from one different area checkpoint to another. It doesn't the military it's as if the burden on them seems to be very, very much. As in, if you look at, I was reading a report last week. They said they are military. The military. They are in almost 31 states where they are carrying out different operation, having different operation in almost 32 states of the federation, which is not supposed to be, because they are the primary responsibility of military is to protect our sovereignty. As in, they are not made for internal peace, to restore peace. They are not made for that. But it's as if maybe the police, I don't know, the police, maybe the police are not well as equipped to tackle those challenges, because from one state
it's obvious the police are not well equipped.
From one state to another, you see the military, you see military people, you see the military there carrying out different operations, which is not supposed to be so, because they are overstretched already. That's why I said, if there is a need for them to bring our ex-service men on board to help them, let them bring them on board, because it is getting obvious that we are overstretching these guys. As in, you see them in southeast today, you see them in south, you see them in southwest, trying to restore normalcy, which is not supposed to be. We have different security agencies that can do this work. It hadn't been they were well funded and equipped. What is the work of Nigeria security and civil defense? Well, why do we have Nigerian security and civil defense if they cannot restore internal peace? What is the work of Nigerian police? We have Nigerian police, we have Nigerian security and civil defense. I think instead of concentrating so much, instead of putting so much burden on Nigerian military, we should also equip the Nigerian security and civil defense, give them equipment, and let them tackle the internal security. The bulk of the work of military is not internal security. They are trained to protect our sovereignty, to make sure that we don't have external aggression. So when you begin to a little thing like this, you draft military in. Little things, you draft in military. They are overstretched already. Even their primary responsibility, they will not be able to focus on it again. So it is left for the federal government to equip the Nigerian security and civil defense, another relevant agency, equip them, let them do their work, instead of putting so much burden on Nigerian military.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patrick. Now, on this day newspaper, it reads here that Kwankwaso says he is not desperate to be president. He says that the APC has proven to be worse than PDP. Now, this is coming from the presidential candidate of the NNPP, who was formerly a PDP member.
It's funny because Nigerian politicians, former governor of Kano State, Engineer Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, as you rightly say, was also a former APC member. No, yesterday he said he is not desperate to become president, which nobody. It's normal. See, this is political period. All these things will keep coming. Nigeria will keep saying all this. But I watched him. I think I watched him on this day town hall, the presidential town hall, the Arise town hall debate. Rather, I watched him. He had a good outing. I think instead of telling us that he's not desperate to become president, what we want to hear is what is he bringing to the table differently. See, all this PDP is not different from APC. APC is, we are tired of it. We are not, like I said it on this program yesterday. Nigerians we should not focus so much. We should not channel our energy on this PDP, APC, Labour Party. Let's look at them individually. What are they offering us individually? What is their capacity? What their ability? What are they bringing to the table? The like of Kwankwaso, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the like of Peter Obi, the like of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the like of former vice president Atiku Abubakar. What all of them, Omoyele Show, just name it. What are they bringing to the table? I think we should be analyzing them based on their strengths, what they are bringing to the table, not all these PDP, APC. What is the difference between PDP and APC? The PDP and APC? What is the difference? The presidential candidate of Labour Party today was the former vice presidential candidate of Atiku in 2019. He was in PDP in 2019. So what's the difference? What was the difference? The NPP guy was also, he has been in PDP, he was in APC, now he's in NPP. So what's the difference? What's the difference between PDP and APC? What's the difference? So one thing that we should focus on, as Nigeria should not be distracted with this PDP and APC. Let's be looking at it. Let's ask questions. Let's scrutinize them based on what they are offering us, based on their capacity, based on their program. Let's look at their program, their manifesto. What are they offering us? Not, we should not focus so much on PDP, APC, and NPP. Let's look at them individually. Let's look at their quality, what they are bringing to the table. I think that is what we should focus on.
Now he insists all is not well in the northeast, where the government claims it has defeated insurgency. Now it seems Rabi Musa Kwankwaso is trying to ride on some of the inadequacies of which is a normal.
You don't expect him to praise to praise this administration. He is a politician. He's looking for votes. Definitely he's going to be throwing those challenges, he's going to be throwing up those debates, so that that is what he should be doing. He should be criticized. You don't expect him to come on here and say, Buhari, APC, you've done a credible job. You did well in the last 8 years. So if he said APC has did well in the last 8 years, so there is no need for him to come out. So
Buhari cannot come out for a re-election. He has completed his 2 tenures.
Yes, but Buhari came on board on the platform of APC. So it is the job of Kwankwaso to criticize APC government, which is doing. So it is not left for APC, for the presidential candidate of APC now, to reply him that this is what we have done in the last 8 years. This is what we have done in the northeast in the last 8 years, so that it will not be left for Nigerians to assess both of them that, okay, this is what APC has done in the last 8 years in the northeast. So, and the people of the northeast, they are listening.
The presidential candidate of the APC unfortunately has not been engaging with, he has not been engaging with other political seeking offices, office seekers. Sorry.
I thought
he was missing at the town hall meeting. He was missing at.
But he engaged. I saw him in Mina. Was he on Wednesday, where he met northern farmers? He engaged northern farmers, where he laid out his plan for northern farmers, as in, and which it was I watched the program, so it was a well attended program. He was able to lay out his plan for Nigeria, for farmer, artisan, and market women, where he promised to tackle banditry in the north. He promised to render to increase agricultural produce and make sure that the agricultural produce gets to the market. So he has been engaging also, but Nigeria want to see him engage more. We want to see, he has missed a couple of political engagement, as in the town hall meeting, the ICANN, the NBA conferences, where he was conspicuously absent. So Nigeria want to see him more engaging. We want to see not only the APC presidential candidate that Nigeria we want to see all of them engaging us, talking to us, so that we can scrutinize them, we can analyze them. So that is what we are looking forward to.
Okay, thank you very much for doing justice to our newspapers today. Thank you very much for joining us. Please, for more stories, follow us on our website at www.abujacityjournal.com, and also follow us on our social media pages on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Abuja City Journal. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Fatima Balaka. I'll see you next time.
What did you do?